For the first time ever, you can step aboard the Titanic. Through real, restored photographs brought to life, it's the closest thing to time travel we've ever had. What you're about to see isn't a reenactment, it's actual history, restored in motion. Embark on this unforgettable voyage and uncover the untold secrets of this legendary ship. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe. It helps keep this restoration project alive. The year is 1909. On the docks of Belfast, Northern Ireland, thousands of workers are building a legend. A ship so massive, so luxurious, they called her unsinkable. The RMS Titanic. She cost over $7.5 million back then. That's nearly $200 million today, and was the largest moving object ever built by man at the time. Her hull, nearly 900 feet long. Her anchor, so heavy it needed 20 horses just to pull it through the streets. Her rudder, her propellers, her rivets, tens of thousands of pieces coming together like clockwork. 29 boilers powered the massive 45,000-ton liner across the Atlantic at nearly 22 knots. And now, with the help of cutting-edge AI animation, you can witness this marvel, just as they did. The unimaginable responsibility to steer such a giant on its maiden voyage was given to one man, Captain Edward John Smith. A seasoned mariner with over 40 years at sea, Smith was known as the millionaire's captain for his popularity among wealthy transatlantic travelers. Trusted by White Star Line, he was chosen to command their most ambitious ship ever built, Titanic, and planned to retire after this voyage. At his side stood a crew of over 900 men and women. Our time travel continues in 1912. The Titanic is docked in Southampton. The crowd buzzes, the gangplank lowers, and you step aboard. Walk up the grand staircase, so famously romanticized in film. See the brass glisten, the marble shine, and where you go next, that depends on your ticket. First class, you're in luxury. The most expensive first-class suites, called the parlor suites, cost up to £870. That might not sound outrageous today, but in 1912, that was a small fortune. In modern terms, you're looking at over $120,000 when adjusted for inflation. One round-trip ticket aboard the Titanic could have bought you a house. Only the wealthiest could afford such luxury. Industrial titans, aristocrats, and old money elites made up the passenger list. The rarest luxury of all in 1912, central heating and electricity. Share your thoughts in the comments. Which perk of this legendary ship stands out most to you? French cuisine served under crystal chandeliers, and even a gym, including mechanical exercise equipment like stationary bikes, rowing machines, and an electric camel and horse simulator. Second class, modest but elegant, with fine meals and your own library. Third class, no frills, larger dormitory-style rooms, especially for single men, could house up to 10 people. No matter your class, tonight, you're part of the most magnificent voyage in human history. Step outside now. Feel the cold Atlantic breeze on your cheeks, the hum of the engines, children laughing, couples strolling. Photographs from that very day now move before your eyes, revived by AI, reminding us that these weren't just passengers. They were real people, with real lives and real dreams. By design, Titanic could hold more than 2,200 passengers and crew, yet she left Southampton with only 20 lifeboats, enough for just 1,178 people. That's barely half the capacity required. Why? Because maritime safety regulations at the time were woefully outdated, based on a ship's tonnage, not its passenger count. But there was more than just law behind the numbers. Designers worried too many lifeboats would clutter the decks and spoil the ship's aesthetic. After all, Titanic was meant to impress. April 14, 1912, just before midnight. An iceberg looms, silent, its vast body hidden beneath the surface. After the RMS Titanic disappeared beneath the icy waters of the North Atlantic in the early hours of April 15, 1912, more than 700 survivors floated adrift in the darkness, exhausted, freezing, and clinging to life aboard wooden lifeboats. Hours later, just before dawn, the RMS Carpathia, a Cunard Line passenger ship, arrived on the scene after racing full speed through dangerous ice fields to respond to the Titanic's distress call. Guided by the scattered flares and faint cries across the water, the Carpathia's crew began pulling survivors aboard, boat by boat. Over a century later, the Titanic still whispers through these faces, a reminder that behind every headline was a life, a dream, and a goodbye never said. Which photo or story moved you the most? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts and favorite moments. And if you enjoy seeing history restored in motion, don't forget to subscribe for more powerful glimpses into the past, brought vividly back to life. I also recommend watching our episode that brings the immigrants of Ellis Island back to life, along with the fascinating story behind the Statue of Liberty's enduring symbolism.